Don't let the light go out, Sarah's sister had warned. That was the last time Sarah ever saw Christine. Her sister disappeared through the doorway out into the starless, foggy night, carrying a small lantern. Sarah kept her candle burning all night long, its faint glow casting flickering shadows across the wooden floorboards. And Sarah waited for Christine, but she never came back. Sarah was all alone now. Her parents had vanished the same way. So with no one left, Sarah was sent to the village orphanage. It was a dark and ominous building, an old crumbling building with 8 lopsided chimneys. But for all the chimneys, the place was dreadfully cold. In the mornings, you could see her breath coming out as white mist, and in the evenings, it grew so dark and lonely, each child was allowed one candle to see through the penetrating darkness. At bedtime, each child would kneel next to their bed. They'd say a quick prayer and blow out their candle before curling up to go to sleep. Every child did this. Every child, except for Sarah. Instead, she would carefully place her candle next to her bed, its faint glow illuminating her sleeping figure through the dark hours of the night. Why did she do that? All the children wondered. Why did she never let her light go out? Well, you see, Sarah had a secret. And like all secrets, this one wanted to be told. And so it was that Sarah began scanning the children in front of her for someone to tell her secret to. There was a little boy with blonde hair, a little girl with red hair, and aha! Her eyes fell on a girl about her own age with brown, mousy hair, a small pointed face, and 2 blue, hungry eyes. Sarah learned through the other children that her name was Judith. Sarah approached Judith that night, and she whispered something in her ear. Judith's hungry eyes grew large, and she nodded her head eagerly. That night, instead of blowing out her candle and going to sleep, Judith crept out of the room, down the stairs to the dining hall, where sat a small white figure on the floor with a candle beside it. Well, I'm here, said Judith. Now you must tell me the secret you promised to share. Yes, of course, said Sarah. Come, sit next to me and put your candle near mine. Well, Judith was not usually the child to take directions from anyone, but she desperately wanted to know Sarah's secret. So she did as she was told. She sat in front of Sarah and she put her candle next to hers. All right, I'm sitting. Now what's the secret? First, said Sarah, you must promise never to tell anyone. Not ever. Do you promise? Yes, I promise. Now what is it? Sarah studied the girl in front of her, and for the first time she had misgivings. But the secret burned inside of Sarah, and she had to tell someone. So she took a deep breath, and she told this secret. No one knows where they come from, she began. We only know they exist. What exists now, Judith? Shh, whispered Sarah. She looked past Judith into the darkness. The creatures who live inside the dark. We don't know what they look like, but they must have excellent eyes, for they can see people. At least, the people who know about them. Judith frowned. For the first time, she looked worried. Go on. You see, said Sarah, the creatures can only see people who know they are there. My mother used to say, ignorance is bliss. And she was right. Every person who does not know they are there hiding in the dark is safe from them. But once you know, Judith's voice was hollow. Once you know, then what? They come for you, whispered Sarah, because you know the truth about them. Truth is a powerful secret, and once you know it, you cannot discard it. She pointed to the candle resting beside her. Since I know the secret, I must keep my candle burning at all times wherever there is darkness. The creatures live inside the darkness, so any light drives them away. If the light goes out, they Her voice trailed away as she remembered her sister and her parents. "If the light goes out, they what?" said Judith. "They take you away. You don't come back." Now, fear is a strange thing, and oftentimes fear shows itself as a different emotion. For Judith, this emotion was anger. And as she felt the fear well up inside of her, she screamed, "You horrible little liar!" And before Sarah could do anything, her hand lashed out and she swiped both the candles, sputtering them to the floor. No! But Sarah had learned to be fast. She took a match in her hand and scratched. She went to light the candle, but the candle was gone. And so was Judith. Judith? Judith! Only the silence responded. "Don't let the light go out." Sarah's sister's final words resounded through her mind. Don't let the light go out. She looked in the palm of her hand. How many matches did she have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. It would not be enough. Already, the small flame she had on her match was dwindling down to nothing. She took her next match and scratched. A new light appeared. 3 matches left. Oh, what should she do? And then she thought of it. The fireplace. It was at the other end of the dining hall, and there were logs in there. She was sure of it. If she could just get to the other end of the dining hall, light the logs, everything would be fine. Sarah looked into the darkness. She raised her flickering match before her face and walked forward. And as she walked, she sang this song. 3 little candles in the night, 3 little candles burning bright. Along comes the wind, all is quiet. 2 little candles in the night. Her light was going out. She took her next match and scratched. A new light appeared. 2 matches left. 2 little candles in the night. 2 little candles burning bright. Along comes the wind. All is quiet. 1 little candle in the night. And now she could see it. Just before her, the fireplace. Oh, her match was going out. She took her next one and scratched. Only 1 match left. But it didn't matter. She was there. She could see right in front of her. She ran towards the fireplace and her heart froze. For there were no logs in that fireplace. Not one. Frantically, she searched through the ash. A twig, a splinter, anything. But there was nothing. Only useless, dead ash. And now, at her back, Sarah sensed something. There was something there. Something waiting. Waiting for the light to go out. Gripping her last match in her hand, Sarah turned around to face the darkness. She held her final match in front of her and took the last one. Scratch. She watched on as the flickering light became part of the blackness. 1 little candle in the night. 1 little candle burning bright. Along comes the wind. All is quiet. The darkness pressed her on all sides. The light flickered, wavered, and went out. No and so was Sarah. This story would be just a story, if not for the truth of it. And truth, as you know, is a powerful secret. Once you know it, you cannot discard it. So perhaps you see the problem now, for I have just told the secret to you. So take care tonight, and all nights after.